If you gonna lay in your bed and watch this video, at least go get a bowl of fruit. You see the title say stop being lazy? Go on a walk or something. Damn.
This is your captain speaking.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the White Table. It is time for another discussion. I can't stop you from being a lazy mother. What I can do is give you tips that I use that help me stop being a lazy mother. My favorite thing to lie and cry about when I was in my lazy girl era was I didn't have enough time. Oh, I don't have enough time to exercise. I don't have enough time to cook. I don't have enough time to create this content. I don't have time. Shut up. You heard that? Excuses are the tools of the incompetent. There's 24 hours in a day. What don't you have time to do? Phones are really the main reason why people feel like they have no time, why people are so lazy, why people feel like they just have to scroll and scroll. You know, once you get on TikTok and you start going down that For You page, out of nowhere, they're saying take a break. Once you see that girl come up, hey, psst, it's time to take a break. That means you've been scrolling for an hour. An hour. You have been scrolling on that phone. You know what you can do in an hour? You can clean the bathrooms in an hour. You can cook a meal in an hour. You can watch a podcast about how to change your life or how to make money in an hour. There's a lot you can do in an hour, but you chose to scroll on that phone. And you know what some people do? Scroll past that warning that says, take a break. And you be like, girl, no, I want to see what somebody else is talking about. Social media is honestly filled with being in tune with other people's life. How are you going to better your life when you're focused on everybody else's life that you see on social media? Celebrities, influencers, content creators. You're not watching anything that's going to better you. You're watching things to see what's going on with other people in everybody else's business. Scrolling on the shade. I'm sorry, I hate the shade room. I'm sorry. Scrolling on the shade room and all these blogger sites to see what's going on in celebrity lives and commenting negative things and sending it to your friends. Look what's going on with this person. Look what's going on with that person. But what's going on with you? What's going on with you? How's your life? How's your finances? How's your bank account? How are your kids in school? How are you in school? You're worried about what's going on in other people's life because yours is not together. When people gossip and talk about other people, it's usually because their shit is stank and they're trying to get away from the stuff that they have going on in life. So they worry about everybody else's. That's all being on the phone do. Because if you were honestly just listening to a podcast or a nice sermon to try to better yourself, build your relationship with God, build your relationship with your friends, how to be a better person overall, you can do that while driving in your car. You can play it while cleaning your house. Even when Risa Tisa was on here and we was in her business, at least we was cleaning the house while we was doing this and just watch her on the phone talk. Hook up that phone to the TV and walk around. You could be in other people's business all you want to. You can listen to all the podcasts you want to, but get some stuff done while you do it. You do have enough time. It's what you spending your time on that's making you feel like you have to be lazy. Girl, you better be on people's business and worry about yours at the same time. Get it together. Ooh, number 2, that's sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Everybody always be bragging about, ooh, girl, I got home from the club at 3 a.m. I had to be at work at 7, but at least I made it. Bragging about getting home at 3 in the morning when you have to be at work at 7 is not a flex. It's actually a threat to your mental health. And you should probably tone it down. There's 24 hours in a day. And 8 of those hours require sleep. That means there's another 16 hours for you to get everything you need to get done. So if you have to choose between working and going to the club and sleep, I promise you, work and sleep need to be the top 2 priorities. If you have to be at work at 7 a.m., and then that basically meaning you have to be up at 6, depending on how far the drive is, breakfast, and all of those things, that means you have to be in bed by 10 p.m. 10 p.m. 10 to 6 is 8 hours. And if you feel like that you are missing out on fun and you're missing out on all these different things because you have to get 8 hours of sleep and work, that is good. The best way to get what you want in life is to miss out on things that you are spending your money on. You're going to work for 8 hours a day, to go to the club after work, to spend your money on food and drinks and bottles and hookah and all these other things, just to not get a good night's sleep and have to wake up to go to work to have fun again. That's depressing. And that will mess up your mental health and your finances in the long run. And most times it doesn't even take a long run. It happens very so often and very quickly. And I don't mean not have fun. I promise you, I don't feel like that you should waste all of your time working. I'm just saying, don't make it a consistent thing. Don't make having fun a priority and your sleep not a priority. It's okay if you have to only get 6 hours or 5 hours of sleep one day because you have like a friend's birthday or a gathering, or you haven't been out in a while. You have a celebration. That is okay. But to do it every weekend, Taco Tuesday, Wild Out Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Freaky Fridays, Shout Out Saturdays, brunch on Sundays. If you're doing all of those things every week and you're not getting an adequate amount of sleep, of course you don't have time to do everything else. Because the times you should be like cleaning your house or creating content, you're taking a nap in the middle of the day or right after work because you didn't get those hours of sleep that you needed to get in order to do those things that you need to do. Partying is not a need. It is a want. I want to have fun because I've been working so hard. But I need that money and I need that sleep in order for me to get everything that I need done so that my mental health won't be in jeopardy. Scheduling is another thing that is so important. When it comes to scheduling your life, I feel like if anyone has an event or a dinner or a birthday, they need to let me know 5 days in advance in order for me to put it on my schedule. After those 5 days, I have scheduled in everything I needed to do in order for me to have a successful week, restful sleep, and get everything that I need to get done. Planning my days 3 to 5 days in advance has made it like clockwork to do everything that I need to do. This is why a lot of people may be like, oh, you never come out, you never do anything, you're always busy. Because I plan my schedules 3 to 5 days in advance. If you want to do something, if you want to go out to the club, if you want to go party, if you have a birthday dinner, I need to know 5 days in advance. The latest is 3 days. Because I have to schedule you in because my sleep is important. My content is important. My business is important. My child is important. So because I have to schedule you in, I cannot inconvenience myself because you decided to do something last minute. I love my friends. I love my family. But I am not jeopardizing my schedule for their convenience if it's an inconvenience to me. One thing that has really helped me with scheduling is my planner. I have a skylight. I'm going to put it in my LTK. Of course, I always link my LTK in all of my videos because I never know what I'm going to end up linking. So I put my LTK in the description of all of my videos, but I do have a skylight. The skylight is this mini like TV, but it's a calendar that I put on my island in my kitchen. I set it on my island because I see it every day. It makes this loud noise like 10 minutes in advance before I have to do something else. Then 5 minutes before I have to do something else. And then when it's time, that's how I set it up. And a lot of people may not be good with planners and calendars and schedules. I understand that. But I don't think you're not good at it. I don't think you're self-disciplined enough to care that that thing made a loud noise and say, hey, it's time to go work out. Hey, it's time to start cooking dinner. It's not that it doesn't work. You don't care enough to make it work. So honestly, getting out of your lazy girl era is mainly self-discipline. No one can give you self-discipline except you. Wanting change is the only thing that can make you disciplined. Until then, you will cry about what's not going right in your life. You will cry about not having enough time. You will cry about your finances because you don't have the self-discipline enough to leave certain things alone for your gain, to get enough sleep for your gain. And that's something that you have to work on. The most important thing that I have learned is that you need a routine. There's nothing better than having a routine every day. Exactly how your morning is supposed to go from 6 a.m. when you wake up to 11 a.m. Exactly how your night is supposed to go from dinner time to sleep time. Everything between 6:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. in my day is exactly the same. Every day. Every single day, except sometimes on Sundays I don't work out. I don't work out on Sundays, but I do something, whether it's yoga, meditation. So that hour I have for working out is always going to be used by doing something that's good for my mind or good for my body. I'm going to walk y'all through a day with me just really fast, just so y'all can understand what I mean by having a morning routine. At 6:30 a.m. every morning, I wake up, I use the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, and then I go and make me a coffee. I used to make tea, but now I'm on my little iced coffee girl thing, blah, blah, blah. I bring my coffee into my room, into my reading section right here. The first thing I do is read my Bible. I am now reading the Bible from start to finish. Right now, I'm still on Genesis. I'll let y'all know. How it goes. It's very cool. Like, the Bible was a little bit like gossiping, because I was like, dang, this what happened with this. That's what I've been feeling like when I've been reading the Bible, but sorry. It's a lot, but as long as I start my day off with God, I know I can't have a bad day. So I start off reading my Bible. Next, I go into my manifestation journal and I write down my I ams, I haves, I love that, like about myself. Of course, things that I know I'm going to accomplish. I just write those down to put them inside the universe, to give it to God, to let my morning know that anything that I do today is going towards these manifestations. I also read a chapter of a book if I'm reading a book. Right now, I am not. I just finished a book last week and I haven't picked up a new one. So I usually will read a chapter of a book as well. And that takes about an hour from the Bible to the manifestation to the book. That goes for about 6:30 to 7:30. At 7:30, I wake up my child and I get her ready, and then we walk out to go to school at 8:30. Between them times, of course, it's her putting on her clothes, brushing her teeth, breakfast, me feeding the turtle. Between 7:30 and 8:30, it's strictly daughter. Until it's time to walk her to school at 8:30. Around 8:40, I start my workout. That's from 8:40 to 9:40. Whether it's a mile run, 2-mile run, 3-mile run, I get that done in 1 hour. And then I come back inside the house and I take a shower. That window I have between 9:40 and 10 a.m., I'll do something small like eat some grapes, cut an apple, eat some mango, something really quick before it's time for my affirmation shower at 10 a.m. My affirmation shower is basically just me listening to this video on YouTube. I'll link it in my description. And I basically just stand in the shower, clean my body, and repeat those affirmations. And that lands me until about 10:30. At this point in time, I have 30 minutes to spare. That's if I have 30 minutes to spare. Sometimes I may cook a little longer. Sometimes I might be in the shower a little longer. Sometimes I want to do like a whole face routine. Like, you just never know what I want to do. So I always have like small windows to hurry up and get things done. So for that 30 minutes where I have a window open between 10:30 and 11 before I start going to like yoga, Pilates, or before I, like start doing content at a certain time, I have a 30-minute window. Like, what do you want to do with this 30 minutes? Do you want to get on social media, check your notifications, reply back? That is how my morning goes from 6:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day. I do all of those things every single day. I do all of those things. And I just call it my morning rituals. And then with a night routine, between 6:30 and 8 p.m., I have either to cook or for me to get food and then us eat. Right at 8:15, I clean up. I straighten up the house. I straighten up the living room, the dining room, the kitchen. I straighten up everything that I need to straighten up. And then daughter gets a bath. And then we sit in bed from 9 o'clock to 10:30. But as soon as they hit 10:15, those phones go off. Those prayers prayed. Those eyes closed. And then at 10:30, I got to be asleep because I have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. And that's my morning ritual and my night ritual. And everything in between, I schedule. One thing I feel like people really underestimate is the power of working out. Whether it's something as small as a quick little walk or jumping rope. I love jumping rope, by the way. Just getting on your stepper, getting on your walking pad, doing a couple sit-ups. It doesn't matter what your form of working out is, as long as you do something. It just really gets you going and in the mood to have a great rest of your day. When I'm talking about being lazy, I'm not just talking about how you plan your days. I'm honestly talking about how you live your life. Do you have a healthy lifestyle? Are you working out? I used to believe that, it's more convenient to DoorDash. I used to feel like DoorDash was just so convenient. But no, I was just so lazy. I didn't want to get up to get in my car to go get food because I wanted to stay in the house and be on my phone. Like, the phone is toxic, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. It's so toxic. And in regards to eating healthy and working out, that's a part of not being lazy. You're in the mirror saying you don't like your body, but not doing anything to change it. Eating healthy or working out. They both come hand in hand, but if you're doing neither one, you really can't say you're giving it your all. You're being lazy in regards of your health, in regards of your body image. Being lazy isn't just about your bank account, how much money you have. It's not just about how much you're not getting done and your house being a mess. It also deals with your outer appearance. Are you doing your hair? Are you doing your nails? I can afford this, I can afford that. Are you doing it yourself? Do you look lazy? Do it look like you're not trying? Because honestly, people give their best when they look their best. People like to work out and eat healthy because they see those results. You feel better when your house is clean. Knocking down the wall of laziness seems so hard until you're looking in the mirror and appreciating yourself for doing it. You'll be so happy you put that phone down and your house is clean. You'll be so happy that you saved $8 going to get it yourself instead of on DoorDash. You'll be so much happier looking in the mirror when you see that your waist is getting slimmer. Your butt is getting bigger. Shoot, that you're getting bigger, more toned. That your necks are, when you're being lazy, sometimes it is a form of depression. You're depressed because you're not doing right by yourself. If you are one of those people that need someone to tell them to get up, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, I promise you that would never work. Because eventually people get tired of trying to help you be a better person. If someone have to convince you to work out, convince you to eat healthy, convince you to create content, convince you to go to work, to convince you to look for a job, if anyone has to convince you to do anything that you don't want to do, you would not have a joy in doing it. Because when those people are no longer around, you will look for them or you will look for someone else like them to help you be better and do better, when that should never be the roots or the cause of you wanting to be better. You have to do it for yourself. You can't do it for your kid. You can't do it for your family. Those finances have to do with you. Your house being a mess has to do with you. Eating healthy and working out has to do with you. Those changes cannot be made by anybody else. But that depression will be started by you. That anxiety will be started by you. That pain of not feeling yourself and people no longer wanting to talk to you because you're always angry, that will start with you. I will never be the one to say it is not your fault. It is your fault. No one can love you out of a funk. No one can love you out of depression. No one can love you out of being lazy. That is completely up to you. Until you feel like your finances take a big enough hit, until you feel like your body is uncontrollably out of shape, until you feel like you need a job and you're on the borderline of eviction and back payments on your car. I hate that a lot of people have to be at the bottom in order to realize they have to get out of their lazy era to get to the place that they want to be in life. I honestly hate that about some people, that they have to be knocked all the way down to be brought back up. I hate that. But to some people, it has to happen. And if you're at that point in your life where you don't know what to do and what's going on, but you have that phone in your hand and scrolling on social media and looking up blog sites to see what's going on in celebrity lives, that is your fault. Until you can say, I've actually been trying hard. Until you can say, I've been pushing myself. I've been crying about it. But I hate this salad, but I'm eating it. I hate this fruit, but I'm eating it. I'm so tired, but I'm going on this walk. Until you can say you're tired of working hard, then you can cry about it. You can talk about it with someone. They can say, you don't give up. You got this. But if you're complaining about your finances, your health, but you're still laying in that bed with your feet rubbing together, scrolling, people around you will start to close their ears and ignore you and not care about what you're going through, because clearly you don't care about it yourself. You don't care about yourself enough to get out of it. And I know this may sound harsh, and I know you can be like, oh, well, I lost this person in my life and now I'm depressed. I know you can say, I thought this is my dream job and I lost it. And now I'm depressed. I love the house that I'm in and now I'm getting evicted and it has nothing to do with me. Eventually you have to have enough faith in yourself, enough faith in God. A lot of people have the most faith in God, but not enough faith in themselves to get up. God cannot fix you while you're laying down scrolling on that phone with your feet rubbing together. God can only fix you if you put the work in. And God is strange. God will cut off the Wi-Fi to make you get up. God would make you not have enough money to pay that phone bill. If he feel like that you are too disconnected, he would disconnect you from anything around you that is not benefiting you. And you will be like, my life is getting worse and worse and worse. And that's all because you haven't decided to exit that era of being lazy. You're going to either get up now and fight for the things that you say you want in life, fight for that vision that you put on that vision board, and schedule out your days and get it together and stop having fun to get it together and stop having fun to get those hours of sleep and prayer time and time with God and time to yourself so you can get back on track, because that lazy girl era can ruin you. You won't clean your house for your mental health, but you'll clean that house real fast when that man say he on the way. Catch it. Plan the time you want to wake up every morning. Plan the time you want to clean up. Plan the time you want to create content. Plan the time you're going to be at work. And do not let anyone inconvenience you in your schedule. Exiting your lazy girl era is very tough. So I had to give y'all some tough love. I'm sorry. I almost said sorry and I'm not. I'm not sorry for the way I did this video. I'm not sorry if you felt attacked. I'm not sorry for honestly stating the facts of why you are in this funk and why you feel like things are not working out for you and why you're so mad at everyone else when you need to be mad at yourself, boo. I'm not sorry, but I do love y'all. I love y'all so much that I couldn't be like, sister, it's time to get out your lazy girl era. Get a schedule. Start working out. Eat healthy with a smoothie. And you'll be fine. I couldn't say no like that. Get the up. Self-discipline is the key. Self-love is the key. Get both. And get out your lazy girl era. I love y'all. Even if it don't feel like it after this video, I promise I do. Y'all thinking I'm talking like this to y'all. Imagine how I used to talk to myself. A little worse. I'm giving y'all some love around this, okay? But I love y'all. I promise you I do. I really hope this video helped y'all out. I hope y'all got up. If y'all can afford the Skylight, I feel like y'all should definitely go get it. If not, you can still get the Skylight app. Set alarms. I don't care what you got to do as long as you do it. I will say, see y'all next time on the next Discussions with Dom. But y'all gonna say me after this, ain't y'all? I love y'all anyway. Like, subscribe, and turn on y'all post notifications. See y'all later, gang.